hello. You need more followers. Try influencing people by completing quests.
Ah, a hero! I'm writing a book about a hero. Two, actually, who go on a grand adventure and save the world. And along the way learn something about life and love. And that's the tricky bit. The action is thrilling, the banter is punchy, but any scene where they express their feelings for one another falls a bit flat. I've nothing to draw inspiration from. I've asked passing villagers to express themselves to each other one-on-one. Most give me a weird look and hurry away. And the ones who indulge me, frankly, take it further than I'd like. None of it helps. I don't want to see the crude, awkward fumblings of everyday folk. I need the searing intensity and awe-inspiring. Another hero you could bring here? A real live hero? Someone you cooperate with? I want to see two heroes. What would one hero's passion even look like? Don't answer that. I must see not one hero, but two.
Pinch, you foul, vile fiend! You uncouth wretch! You, good sir, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. We shall never agree.
Ah, if only we could get our hands on Morley's lost play. It would solve all our problems.
Yes, it is said to bring together the opposites of tragedy and comedy in an exquisite marriage of forms.
But perhaps you can find it?
Yes, we beg you. The theatre, the muses, the very heart and soul of this town will thank you. Splendid, splendid! You should know we did commission an elderly detective to search the library for clues as to the play's whereabouts, but he never returned.
The man's name is Ransom Locke, and he's rather closer to senility than one would like, truth be told.
If you come across this gentleman, he may be able to aid you. I believe he is looking for the collected works of the playwright Philip Morley, as we speak.
One can only hope they were not burned when the king closed down the academy and its library.
Turn back now, mortal one. Stay away from this accursed place. Only death and insanity await you. Don't pick it up! No, really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you. You're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear fellow, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
Oh, Ethel, my love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Kuchi-kuchi-goo.
Oh, stop! It's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2. Which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus! Thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine, cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Lad, I bet you think that tattoo makes you look tough, don't you?
There! Gotcha!
I call dibs on those boots. You
Good hit! Now rip his entrails out and what? Beating up on my friends, eh? I ain't gonna stand for that. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh, that looked like it hurt, matey. More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. And breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus. Hey, you're broke, ain't ya? How are we gonna make any money out of killing ya?
That looked like it hurt.
Haven't got a chance.
Holy arselint! This guy's missing out instant death. Back you one, but now it's payback. We're untouchable.
All my men dead, my vengeance denied, my world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it the Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play! Do you have it? We're saved, Lambert!
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds! Thank you a million times! Thank you!
His head bosom! It's already working! Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands!
Hark! Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth ceases to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say,
"Great big giant bosoms!"
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to the dwellers. I believe Samuel awaits you at the town gates to express that
what shall
very
you
sentiment.
do now, Mr. Locke? Any more mysteries on the horizon?
I rather think not. My powers of reasoning and deduction diminish with each passing day. Investigation is a young man's.
You know what would look really good on a raisin and some sugar.
Esteemed citizens of Brightwall, today we demonstrate the generous nature of our fair town. For too long have our mountain neighbors suffered in silence, and now we extend a helping hand. But this effort would not have been possible without the courage and determination of one man, the son of the old hero king. From this day, we shall know you as the hero of Brightwall. Before you leave, we ask of you one favor. As we pledge ourselves to you, so we hope you will pledge to return Brightwall to its former glory and reopen the academy which your father founded.
I will.
Very, very good, very good. I expected nothing less from you. These volunteers shall carry the supplies to the dweller camp. They may have them with our blessing. I hope you will return one day, not just as our hero, but as our king.
I think you'll find our prices quite reasonable.
Upon that wall, you'll find the contracts representing the promises that you've made to the people of Albion. Your contract with Samuel is there, for example. You might have a look in the sanctuary shop. I'm quite certain there is something new in there. That's his most triumphant work, is it? I assumed it would be thicker. Seems rather sloppy. Apparently, this wall records your achievements. I'm still trying to work out the specifics. Have you some financial concerns? This room is quite enormous. I wonder how much wealth it would take to fill it. That is a tricky one. What about a little something new? Shake things up, as they say. Well, I think they say that. Very difficult to go wrong with this item. You have done a wonderful thing for those poor people in the mountains. They will be overjoyed when you arrive with the aid that you acquired for them.
heals you with a potion. Don't just buy from anyone. Buy from me.
Our hero returns, bringing good tidings. And supper. Damn thing doesn't open. How do you, Oh well, I never thought you'd actually get it, tell you the truth. Boulder. We've been blessed, my friends. We have made an alliance that has already brought us life. One day, it will bring us much more. We require but one more offering before we fight at your side. Boulder, promise to restore these mountains to their full glory and to protect our right to dwell in them, and promise you will bring nothing but the fiercest justice upon Logan's head.
I promise.
Then may we be carried into the castle by the dark storms of fury!
You'll have to wait a little longer for that. It's still just us against a whole army. We need to recruit more people.
I was afraid you'd come over all logical and sensible. Well, you have brought us a feast, and we are free to hunt again. We'll just keep on eating and drinking till you're good and ready. Right, Boulder?
No.
He couldn't be happier.
You have made an important ally today. The revolution cannot hope to succeed without fighters such as Sabine and his people on your side. You have the beginnings of an army now.
I couldn't be prouder of what you've accomplished here. But there is still much for us to do, and I know just where to find our next allies. I'll meet you at the station in Mistpeak when you're ready. The revolution is just getting started.
Nice tattoo. I think I'll cut it off you.
We're gonna kill you anyway, so why not do the decent thing and just give up? Oi! That dog should be on a lead. It's dangerous. What? He just blew him away like it was nothing. Blocked!
you want. But now it's payback time. No bugger like... You're a bloody beggar, aren't you, boy? What you doing fighting the likes of us?
Don't just stand there and get in, you fool. Dodge around a bit. Wing the bugger nicely, then.
Oi! Stop hitting him! He's a mate! You think...
I'm a wandering trader, trying to get to Brightwall village. But the route's become infested with marauding renegades. They're bound to rob me and kill me, or kill me and rob me. I'm actually not bothered about the order. You look pretty tough, though. Could you escort me there? I'll be able to pay you something once I reach the safety of Brightwall.
I can never get over this place. 20 years ago, it was just a damp, murky void in the middle of nowhere. Now people queue up to get dangled across it in a steel box. And here it comes. Most of the people here will be heading straight to Bowerstone. But we're going to take a little detour first. I just hope something wrong.
It's about to boom!
Come on, we have to get down there.
How could this have happened? Those poor people! Those poor, poor people!
Somebody call for help!
This must be the way down. We have to find those people. See if there's any survivors. Let's go. Looks like the only way. All right. I can do this. Let's get down. I don't want to spend any more time in this box than I have to. It fell somewhere up ahead. Come on. I'd know those sounds anywhere. Maybe the monorail falling wasn't an accident after all. Don't leave any of the little bastards alive. Keep hitting them and they'll start running. Excellent, kid. No getting up from that. He'd never faced a hero before, that's for sure. That's it, don't show the buggers mercy. Shot it right in its ugly mouth. That's it. But there'll be more. That's something you can count on with Hobbs. There's always more. Those poor sods. They never stood a chance. I'm not getting into a monorail car for as long as I live, I can tell you that.
So where are we going?
To find some old friends. Let's just say that I wouldn't want to go into any battle without them on my side. Don't worry, you'll get the next hit. You show them! That'll teach the little bugger. Almost ashamed to kill the little mites. They're almost too easy to hit. That's a dead hob, all right. Had charged at us for a while, waiting to pick us off from a distance. Surprisingly clever. Well, we can have a shootout here, or give them a taste of their own smart medicine and flank them. It's up to you. Righto. No point standing here collecting bullet holes. I've got a few I'm not using as it is. Well, look at that. They built themselves a little castle. Isn't that adorable? I know they look harmless, but they're bloodthirsty animals. That'll teach you a lesson. Good. Keep hacking away at them or we can get out of here. Impressed yet? Of course you are. There's hot steaks everywhere. Reminds me of the time you broke my sword. Ooh, it's gone to hot heaven. Well, look at that. They built themselves a little castle. Isn't that good? Oh, good strike. Maybe the rest of them will think twice about attacking us now. Give up yet? Let's block the damn buggers! Don't let up! Thank you for making such a lovely target. Who else wants a bullet in the head? Blocking our way. You'll have to get behind it somehow. Cave like this, there has to be some other way of getting there. Think you're so smart, standing behind your fancy magic, don't you? That's right, I'm talking to you. Scurrying to their holes. Squishy, huh? Smart enough to use magic. Not smart enough to wear their pants the right way round. Try explaining that. Now this I wasn't expecting. There must have been a whole city down here once. You don't think the hops built it, do you? Not with those stubby fingers. Have you noticed how quiet it all is here? Almost like... Yep. Almost like that was going to happen. There's more where that came from. There's nothing more satisfying to hit than pop. Tired of seeing you do that. Oh, you're going to pay.
You have overcome an important test. A good leader must always be ready to face the unknown, and to seek new paths. Your defeat of the creatures in this cave will be told throughout the land.
I don't think you're going to find a way round this time. But I've got some magic of my own. Watch and learn. Boom! Oh. It worked. Right, let's get out of here, shall we? Ah, you can almost smell the sunlight. Isn't it wonderful? The damp, muggy, soggy sunlight. This is Morningwood, all right. I hope the people we're looking for are still alive.
Why wouldn't they be?
Because, come nightfall, it's one of the most dangerous places in Albion. Well, I don't know about dangerous, but I'm starting to get a rash. Bloody swamp. We made a good team back in that cave, didn't we? It's been a while since I got stuck into a real fight. It was just like fighting by your father's side. I'd forgotten what it was like, standing next to a hero. I think we're almost there. That must be the place up ahead. What I wouldn't give for a bowl of soup and a hot bath.
Hello, I've just learned yet another remarkable tidbit from the Book of Heroes. It seems that you have the power to upgrade not only your living weapons, but also any weapon you find. Come back to the sanctuary, and I can show you how. I placed the contract representing your promise to Sabine on the wall. Into the armory we go. Examine your new weapon to learn what you must do in order to improve it, but whatever it is, please don't do it in here. I've just tidied up. Any one of these is ideal for home defense. That is a gauntlet, a device which allows a hero to channel magical energies to cast spells. Quite extraordinary.
Cease your movement! Be you men or be you hollow men?
Have you gone daft, boy? Open up the doors.
Walter? Is that you?
The very same. Now, are you going to let us in or what?
Right, yes, of course. Open the gate! Tell Major Swift Walter's here! Welcome, Sir Walter. Sir.
There he is, the one and only, Major Swift.
Oh, Walter! What the blazes are you doing here?
We came looking for you. I have a proposition.
You came all this way to proposition us. And I thought you were here to save us from the legions of the damned.
Ben Finn, it's good to see you. I take it the legends about this place are true, then?
I'll say. You've never seen so many hollow men in one place. We've been stationed here for weeks, trying to eradicate them. Mainly, it's us getting eradicated. We lost some good men last night, including Lieutenant Simmons here. And the buggers will be back tonight.
Logan just loves to send you on the best assignments, doesn't he? That's part of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Is this...
The Prince, yes. I'll explain. Just treat him like any other pair of hands for now.
Fair enough. Captain Finn will show you to the mortar. We could use a body up there.
Meet me on the wall when you're ready. I'll introduce you to Private Jammy. So cool because he's the luckiest sod in the fort.
You'll probably be stuck by that mortar all night. So take a look around first. Talk to the men. It never hurts to know who's got your back.
My feet are killing me.
The old castle behind, huh?
Long time coming, Major. Long time coming.
I don't suppose you've ever used a mortar before? There's nothing to it. Maiming, of course, but I'm sure you'll pick it up. First, I'd like you to meet Private Jammy. He'll be your loader.
Pleasure to meet you. There's too much to say about me, you know. Jammiest soldier in Albion. 724 wounds and still standing.
Don't worry, you'll get used to him. After a while, he's hardly revolting at all. Right, Jammy, it's time to show him the ropes.
Yes, sir. Right then. My life's going to be in your hands, so let's make sure you know what you're doing, OK? Go on, grab the mortar and we'll do some practice shots. Right, let's see what you've got. See that scarecrow over there? Blow it up. Yeah, that's right. Let's blow it to buggery. Come on! Yes! Yes! Boom! Oh, you see that? Yes! Whoosh! Oh, goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. That was bloody brilliant.
All right, Jammy, don't get too excited. You know what happens when you do. Let's just take care of the last one.
Just one left. Hang on. I don't remember setting this one up.
They're here. Start firing!
Yes, sir. Let's blow these buggers to smithereens. Come on, mate. Brakes. Look at him go. Way!
Oh, that's nice. Pure fun.
You got him. You got him.
That's it. Hack them to bits.
They're coming from the right. Oh, good. Here they come. Look left. Point that thing to the right. Incoming.
Another corpse for the grinder. Well done.
Oh, good. Here they come. Look left.
That doesn't get in your eyes.
There's more coming from the left.
Isn't that satisfying?
Quick. To the left.
Win this.
Oh, there's some more. Coming from the right.
Hey, this one.
They're coming from the right. Look at him go.
Careful that zombie dust doesn't get in your eyes.
There's some more.
Corpse for the grinder.
Point that thing to...
We can win this.
Coming from the right.
That's it. Hack them to bits.
To the right. Incoming.
Oh, that's nice. Pure fun.
Point that thing to the right. Incoming.
That's it. Hack them to bits.
Look at him go. Way.
Couldn't have done it better yourself.
To the left. They're coming from the right.
They're at the rear gates! Take positions!
All guns on the gate. We can't let them through.
music just for you. Have a listen.
That's it! Knock them to bits! Chop those corpses up! Well done!
Victory! All hail the prince! Now, who's for a pint? Lieutenant Simmons, I specifically instructed you to remain buried.
Oh, doesn't anyone follow orders anymore?
That was pretty damn impressive. So, your father wasn't the last hero of Albion after all.
We did it! Oh, really? We did!
Let the poets tell our epic tale. The Swift Brigade fought against impossible odds. They won. The end. Well, Sir Walter, you didn't do too bad for an old man.
Neither did you, for a buffoon.
Ah, that was just like old times, Walter. Just like old times.
So, what do you say? Will you join us? With your help, we can put a stop to Logan's madness. Bring back the real Albion army.
I swore to serve my king to the death. We all did. But this isn't the way it was meant to be. The old guard has been shoved aside, and these new soldiers Logan's been gathering, they don't care about this land or its people.
Yeah, and I bet they get paid more.
Walter has absolute faith in you. And after seeing you in action, so do I. All I ask is that you make a soldier's oath. Let your armies protect the people instead of oppressing them. Bring honor back to this uniform.
Yeah, and don't forget the pay rise.
Shut up, Ben.
I promise.
This has been a momentous day. With the support of Major Swift and his soldiers, the revolution grows in strength, and you move one step closer to becoming the leader this kingdom needs.
Then it's settled. We're heading back to Bowerstone now. There are some people there I'm hoping will join us. We'll send for you when we're ready.
Then I shall bid
Glad you're all right.
And I'm glad you came in when you did.
I wasn't exactly expecting you. Let's talk somewhere a bit more private.
I had this whole plan, you see. But well, we ended up leaving the castle earlier than I thought.
I heard. Pity. Your messages were always useful.
I can offer you something better. Paige, I'd like you to meet.
I know who he is. I thought you'd know better than to bring the prince here.
He's not just a prince. He's a hero.
Great. Give him a medal.
No, I mean he's a hero. Like his father.
Really? It doesn't change anything. Your brother is the reason we live underground. He's the reason we fight. How do we know he's any better?
Let him prove it.
It's not just me he needs to convince. The people of this city need someone they can believe in. Prove to them that they should follow you, then we'll talk. For now, I have work to do.
Looks like you have work to do too. You have a whole city to inspire.
Today you have met the true voice of the people of this city. It is imperative that you win Paige and her resistance movement to your cause. And just as important that you prove to Bowerstone that you can be its rightful ruler.
It would seem your heroism must be put to the test once again, sir. May I suggest that you return to the sanctuary and inspect the map? There appear to be numerous opportunities available. I've added your promise to Swift to the wall. If you're not too busy, you might have a look in the sanctuary shop. I believe something new has been added. Why not treat yourself to something new? This item comes highly recommended. Any other business to attend to? When someone has given you a gift, I will keep it for you here until you wish to unwrap it. I shan't peek, I promise. Ah, your loyal companion. This is where you can see how he is getting on, his combat proficiency, any new tricks he's learned, that sort of thing. Oh, that is catchy. He's bound to enjoy being called that. He seems particularly cheerful today, I think. You have a decidedly noble air about you. It suits you. The head of Simmons. That should be put somewhere airtight. I suppose that anything you achieve will be recorded here. That seems to be the way of it. You can never have too many trophies. That's always been my motto. Well, it is now, anyway. This room is quite enormous. I wonder how much wealth it would take to fill it. Unless I am mistaken, you need to inspire more people to follow you. What about undertaking some quests? People love quests.
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid you'll have to go somewhere else tonight.
Somewhere else? And where would that be exactly? Every other place being closed down. And I'll freeze to death on the streets. And that's if Logan's goons don't bash my skull in first.
But you think you're the only one who has problems? I'm sorry. I'm just, Look, I wish I could help you, but I can't.
Might as well go to the morgue. Gonna end up there soon anyway.
I hope you're not looking for somewhere to stay, because this place is about to close. For good. I have no choice. I have to sell the building to pay the ransom. It's the only way to get my fiancée back. I tried to work up the courage to rescue her. Oh, thank you. My poor love. It's been agony being apart from her. And it's about time those thugs faced justice. The rough kind. They've been harassing the local homeless for weeks. But now this is outrageous. I know where they are. They demanded I bring them the ransom in a week's time. But I'll bring them something better.
Laszlo, you just cost me a bit of gold, mate. I bet old Harry'd take you the full week to get the money. You're an industrious one, ain't you?
Just open the bloody door, Keith. Let's have done with this.
Right, Mr. Ferret's down those stairs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on. Who's your friend?
In your parlance, he's the bagman. And that gold doesn't leave his hands until my fiancée's walked out of your fetid little den.
All right, no need to get all uppity. You just watch yourself around, Mr. Ferret, or things will get unfriendly fast.
Oh, Laszlo. I cannot tell you how elated I am to have this unfortunate situation brought to a satisfying resolution. Your associate can dispense with his burden by piling the funds upon the table.
There's no gold, Ferret. Now you cough up my fiancée from whatever filthy corner you're keeping her in, or my associate is going to start collecting heads and piling them upon the table.
My initial judgment of your character was clearly misguided. You possess some heart after all. Lads, tear it out.
I can tell you can handle a gun, but can you handle me? There's more
Gunpowder is the most destructive tool ever devised by man. It has forever changed the face of warfare, allowing an untrained peasant to kill a highly disciplined professional soldier with virtually no effort. Scholars have begun to speculate, could this formidable development destroy the concept of chivalry? Perhaps even that of mercy? Only time will tell, and this troubling debate has only just begun. Also, gunpowder is used in fireworks to celebrate various occasions, and if you light off even a quite small one in your hand, it'll hurt very, very badly. I cannot overstate how unthinkably horrible the pain is.
Your men are dead, Ferret. Unless you want to join them, let us in.
It's open!
You brought this on yourself, Ferret. This didn't have to happen.
Well, it still doesn't. We merely got off on the wrong foot. I'm no threat to you without my men, and I'm only too happy to return your fiancée. I can be quite accommodating.
Get on with it, then.
Well, the thing is, she's actually not on the premises exactly at the present time. She's incarcerated within a nearby facility, shall we say. That access hatch will provide you with, well, access.
The sewer? You fellas are a sophisticated lot. Please, go and get her. I'll keep an eye on Ferret.
A gun. I really did mischaracterize you.
Yeah? Well, I live in a bad neighborhood. I wonder who's...
You qualified? I'm not sure I should just follow some complete stranger. Oh, how forward. Well, all right. I suppose it is a bit daft hanging around here. Things are ghastly. If you told me a year ago that I'd one day find myself wading through the sewers of Bowerstone Industrial, I'd have thought you mad. In fact, if you said it today, I'd say the same thing. Because it is mad. There's just no other way to look at it. As if the smell and the cloying damp weren't bad enough, then there are swarms of bats. Ugh, disgusting creatures. You'd think all the factories and smog and pollution would drive any animal far, far away. But here they are, right under our feet. I wish I didn't know they were here. What the heck are those? I never want to see one of those again. Hobbs, right? They're just as horrible as I've always heard. Children disappear from Bowerstone Industrial all the time. Their society's invisible bottom rung, so nobody notices. I hate to think how many end up down here. I know who's behind all this, by the way. Reaver. Nothing happens in Industrial without his say-so. I mean, really, who else cares what happens to the homeless? Reaver wants that shelter so he can turn it into a whorehouse or a casino or something. I suppose I should be flattered that such an important scumbag had me abducted. It's going to be a good day when Reaver falls. He's done a lot of harm to a lot of decent people. We should be nearly there. Nearly back to Laszlo. We made it. Look, before we go back to Laszlo, I just want to say, you were amazing. I mean, you are amazing. I used to use the word when I was telling my friends about Laszlo. But next to you, he looks a bit boring now, doesn't he? Do I really want to spend my life with a man like that? What do you think? Well, what do you reckon? You're right. Better to stay with him. Maybe I couldn't do any better. You never know. Laszlo!
Geraldine. Oh, my head. That weasel Nigel Ferret must have struck me when my back was turned. Oh, darling, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much. You saved the most important person in my life. I'm forever in your debt. I was so worried about you.
Yeah, thanks for that. I was all right, though, thanks to my rescuer. My big, strong, dashing, cunning fireball of a rescuer.
Did you miss me, darling?
Of course I did. Sure. Never gave any thought to anything except being back by your side.
Oh, come here.
Welcome to the Sanctuary.